Chapter 3: A Guide to Being Honest. Remember when I said that the superego could have conflicting viewpoints? In the example of the chef with the horrible food, the superego wanted to both please the chef, but it also would be ashamed of you if you told a lie. There is a reason for this confusion. The superego is everyone else, and not everyone has the same opinion. Some people may always like to please the chef with a kind comment. Others may see fit to let them know that the food was horrible and believe it immoral to lie. When you rely on others for your morality, you will be confused. But how do you know whether you think you should tell a lie or tell the truth? This is where things get fun. The chef was making a demand from you. They were not willing to accept an answer other than the one they wanted to hear. They were trying to control your behavior with their reaction. Deep down, they know this, but all the world is a stage, and they are acting their part to get what they need. Suddenly, the scenario isn't about being honest, but rather about having to choose between whether or not you are going to let this person control you. They may be a dear friend, they may be a stranger, they may be a family member, or maybe you are trying to control them. Maybe you like the fact that they need you to tell them a lie so they can be fulfilled. A quote by James Altucher goes like this: I have two challenges: not letting people control me and not trying to control anyone else. When I succeed at these two things, life is pretty good. Think about all of the times you told a lie. Why did you do it? I did it so I could get what I wanted. I did it so I could avoid pain. Why would anyone in their right mind do something other than get what they want and avoid pain? The answer is that there is another part of your consciousness. This part is you. You're magical. Seriously. There is a lot of clutter in the way sometimes, so it is hard to see yourself for who you really are. So let's explore some more. What is this you? There was a German philosopher by the name of Friedrich Nietzsche who believed that you are not born with a soul, but you spend your life building one. We receive all sorts of conflicting messages from the world, and we have to eventually decide for ourselves what we believe is right and wrong. This is difficult, but it is growth. When you come to the realization that others are trying to control you, and you are trying to control others, you have to make a decision on whether or not that will stop. Ignoring this control dilemma is a decision as well. Whatever path you take defines you a little bit more. It's beyond the id, ego, and superego because life is beyond what those parts could grasp. Some people never develop too much of a self. Some people may spend their whole lives growing. Sometimes people grow in spurts. You are what no one else can be. Much in the same way that no two objects can occupy the same space at the same time, no one else can be in your exact viewpoint and make those decisions for you. The seat of your consciousness is untouchable and divine. But what does that have to do with being honest? As mentioned before, the decision goes deeper. Being honest means accepting consequences. If you're going to tell the chef that their food needs some work, you need to accept that they are going to react in a negative way. On another level, you need to decide whether or not this person even belongs in your life. Are they toxic? Were they just having a bad day? Is this a reoccurring pattern that you willingly participate in? There is another element to honesty that confounds your decision further. What if telling the truth is not even registered as being credible to the listener? When I went to high school, I was invited to parties where alcohol and drugs were involved. I never drank a drop in high school, and to this day have never partaken in any illegal substance. My parents prohibited me from going to certain parties, accusing me of things I had never done. I was told that I was going to certain parties, which at times I did, so I could participate in what they perceived to be immoral behavior. I told them that I never did any of those things and I enjoyed going to parties just to interact with others. Actually, I went to parties because of a girl I really liked. They did not believe me. I had to accept my parents' viewpoint of me. Despite being honest, I appeared to be a liar. The irony was not lost on me, and helped shape some of my cynicism I have towards the world today. Finally, honesty has one more issue to deal with. Others may not have the knowledge to understand what you are saying when you tell the truth. Imagine if you knew that there was a plot to overthrow the government. They were going to use a zombie virus and satellites to mind control everyone. You knew exactly how and why they were going to do it. In fact, you have proof. You have the exact genetic makeup of the virus on a file. You have the brain wave algorithms they were going to transmit via satellite. You bring it to the police, they laugh at you. No one believes you. Honesty by itself does not guarantee safe passage of your intentions. Some may deny what you say, some may laugh at it, some may yell at you and hate you for it. Don't worry about all of that. There is a profound value and utility in honesty. You can get the most out of honesty by being honest with yourself. You have the highest likelihood to understand where you are coming from. You choose whether or not you deny your own truth. You can understand your truth for what it is. When you're honest with yourself, you can start to understand how to be honest with others. That's the first step. Never forget it. Without honesty, we won't grow. We wilt like the flower in the dark. If you are honest with yourself, you will know what to say to the chef. If you are not honest with yourself, then you will never feel whole. Be honest with yourself.